It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Celtics in Boston. For Boston, they won their last matchup, that game against the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. And tonight, Shaq, we're going to see Gordon Hayward, one of the most versatile, talented swingmen in the league.
First, Ernie, let's give this guy a hand clap.
All right.
A
Great
hand clap?
Yes.
How about a round of applause?
Yes,
A round of applause. There you go.
You know, great to see him back in action. Takes a lot of courage to overcome that kind of injury.
Yes, he's tireless worker, and I love his game. He makes improvements to his game every single year, so this will be a lot of fun.
And now it's time for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Gracing our presence tonight, one of the all-time NBA great players, Kevin Garnett. Boy, is it good to have you here,
Hey,
KG.
man, great to see you, though. Man, how you been, man?
I don't know. Feels like we've done about 10 games together already, doesn't it?
It does feel like that. It's always great to see you, though,
Good
man.
seeing you, too.
As
You look
always.
terrific.
Man.
So for the Celtics, their last game, a win against Toronto. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. And Doc Rivers, your coach with the Celtics, such a great leader, brought your team together. Talk about that.
You know, he brought us the belief from Mbutu and bringing all of us together and that you give yourself for the greater of the group. And everybody bought into that. And when you hear about when Miami won, Pat Riley had all those guys give something to the pot and giving yourself to something. And when you think about what team is, all these great coaches, these great minds, these great philosophers, it all surrounds that whole little philosophy right there, giving yourself to be able to get something and gain something.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. But a true philosophy in winning.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. And it's Ingles in at the three.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Rubio against Irving. Here's Favors. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
He's had an NBA body from day one, and Favors knows how to carve out space.
Irving looking for an opening. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good on the three. Rubio outside. Favors. Dishes to Gobert. Ingles in the corner. And stolen by Tatum. Shot from 16. Misses off the left iron. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. Pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it goes down 2 points. Mitchell's got his first points of the night.
And right there, Donovan Mitchell showing off that confidence. He's quick and he's powerful.
And Derrick Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Gobert.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
A lot of great young players in this league. Donovan Mitchell has the edge and hunger right now.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the 76ers. And Kevin, you think about all the individual accolades you won, the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year award. Where does the title NBA champion rank on your personal list?
Being an NBA champion is everything. If I didn't win any of that individual stuff, I would be totally fine with just being an NBA champion.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Irving against Rubio. Pass to Favors. Kicks it to Ingles. Mitchell against Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Mitchell passes to Rubio. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rubio's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Irving finds Horford. Favors against Morris. Now here's Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone, and already proving to be a great leader at his age.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Right side Favors. Over Morris. Morris with the rebound.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Kevin, you were drafted back in 1995, straight out of high school. You ever wonder how your career might have been different had you played some college basketball?
When I look at college, those are people that are going to, if not preparing themselves for something else. I was doing the same thing at a rapid rate, doing it through college.
Very accelerated rate.
Very accelerated rate. Where people was getting in 4 years, I was probably getting in 6 months, if not 3 months. They have to understand and articulate it. Then I got to lock out. I got to understand what all that is and how finance and economics work and how it affects me. And now I got to strategize from when I'm going to do certain business moves throughout this whole season and be able to talk to an owner and talk and negotiate and go back and forth within a certain timeline. This is all stuff that you don't get in the book. This is all on the ground. You got to learn it, and you got to have a passion for it. You can't sit back and let somebody do the job for you. You got to know what it is. To be able to teach someone something is elite to me. So, you know.
And it was a process, and you enjoyed the process, though, right? Because you were a sponge. You absorbed so much as from a person watching you go through all this.
But I'm a student.
Yeah.
You know me. You've been knowing me since I was a kid. You saw my growth. You saw when I struggled. One thing about struggle, you always have a chance to do something about that. I like to think that in life you have a choice. You can, it's what you do and how you do it. And I've always wanted to be a person of quality. Always wanted to be a person of class. You know that. And I'm a professional, and I was taught that you don't get to pick and choose when you're a professional. And I like to think that I've learned through my mistakes and I've applied the stuff that I've learned through my mistakes. Some of the things I'm teaching these young guys, some of the things I'm talking to these young guys about is just simple experiences and how I messed up. And if I could do it over, I would do it like this. And if I could talk to, my parents, and I have parents like your parents, I would sit down and I would say this. Relating to these young guys, understanding these young guys, understanding, period, says a lot for everything, bro. That's what I've learned through all of this.
Here's Rubio following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. And again, it's Utah.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
Feeds it to Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Morris has got his first 2 points.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Now the pass to Gobert. Mitchell against Brown. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. KG, you had so much success as a high school player. In fact, you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about that, huh? How about, I can see the picture in my mind's eye right now.
Yeah, that fell in my lap, man. That wasn't something that I was striving for, but who doesn't want to be on the cover of anything? And nonetheless, SI, and I was more than giddy-eyed and glitz or whatever you want to call it. Listen, very special moment for me. A lot of people don't know you have to get permission to be in certain neighborhoods, and we got permission to be in the neighborhood. We got the shooter right there in front of Farragut, which was very dear to me because of the transformation and the stuff that I had been through and where I was at. You know, I hold Farragut a very, 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 very special place in my heart. So it was important for me to have it on the cover.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jason Tatum, and Smart subbed in for Brown. And Utah with a change here too. Cephalosha's checked in. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Smart. Cephalosha finds Gobert. 5 on the clock. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Boston, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for Boston, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoffs gets closer.
And Smart the bucket on the assist by Hayward. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Terry Rozier comes in for Morris. Utah also making some changes. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Jay Crowder comes in for Derrick Favors. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Rozier. T right on him. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Exum. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got his first points of the night. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, and it turns over like an everyday, you know, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things on to my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
I mean, a beautiful combination of power and concentration. Crowder as relentless as they come.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Daniel Tice is checked in for Irving. Free throw good, Crowder.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
Rozier kicks to Baines. Pass to Tice. Hayward on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Hayward's got his second basket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
And the type of leader you are, Kevin, the idea of coaching must have crossed your mind at some time. Am I right or no?
Oh, no. Listen, I like to think.
Too much?
You know what? You have to have a certain patience for coaching. I like to think of myself as a teacher. I like to think of myself as being able to articulate certain things about the game, having a high IQ, being able to translate that from, how I'm thinking to showing you. Those are the things that enthusiastic about, some of the stuff I want to show about. I don't have any enthusiasm about being out here, X's and O's, drawing up a play. That, man, being a coach is a huge responsibility.
And if they couldn't match your intensity, I'm sure that would frustrate you as a coach, right?
You have to understand that not matching my intensity, but getting a goal done. How you go about something is your way, as long as we're here to reach the same goal.
Yes.
I can't tell you how hard to do something. But I will hope that you would do it hard enough to where it was preventative or however hard it took to reach the goal. And, I've always said that if I'm able to teach someone and get them to work with me, I would hope that they would put some velocity in it in the hopes in which I win at it. That's the only way you got to go at it.
Well said. Here's Rozier after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Rozier, the pass to Tice. Pass to Baines. Puts it up from 17. Utah with the rebound. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
Now here's Hayward. It's deflected. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mitchell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Smart.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by one. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? Are you going to do the small things? Are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot where you're supposed to when you're supposed to be there? Know my bags. All this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
It sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and then go forward with the same velocity like you want to. It's frustrating.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
The Jazz shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he's good on the second.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Here's Exum, and he banks in the layup. Exum's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Here's Baines. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hayward against Crowder. The kick out to Rozier. Shoots over Exum. And it's Rozier missing. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Mitchell dishes to Crowder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice job by Crowder. More of a shooter than a ball handler. Surprising the D that time.
And the first one at the line is good. The Jazz making a switch here. And he makes both free throws. Celtics trail by 5. Rozier looking around. From 13, Hayward can hit. It could go, and that one is off. And so it's Jay Crowder making things happen for the Utah Jazz. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Control the boards, and you control the flow of the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Celtics, Terry Rozier is out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Hayward, and it's Tice in at the 4 slot. And Kevin, you think about some of your toughest matchups. What about Shaquille O'Neal? What was it like defending Big Shaq?
You know what, man? Shaq, later on in our years, I had to guard him later, man. I told y'all, man. I guarded Shaq one time in the Cleveland series, and it was like holding up the side of a house. Seriously. Listen, I want y'all to go home and do this. I know I usually use food, right?
Yeah, right.
We're going to use materials
Okay.
in houses today, okay? I want you to go home, tell your wife, your girlfriend to ignore you. Cut out the side of your house. Go get your homeboy, have him help you. After he cuts the side of it, I want you to hold up the side of the house with your forearm for the whole 24 hours. Matter of fact, let's just do 2 hours.
Okay, all right,
2 hours. I don't want to break your arm.
Okay, yeah.
After 2 hours, you're going to push the house back, reseal it with some glue or whatever, right? Not my problem. That's how your arm feels, guarding Shaq.
Really?
I couldn't even wave at people right-handed for a whole day.
You had to wave left-handed?
I had to wave left-handed. People know me. I'm all right-handed. I'm all, nothing left-handed. I throw my hand later.
That is a big drink of water,
Listen,
isn't
man,
it?
listen. I have so much respect for all the centers that have guarded Shaq. Seriously, rest in peace to all the centers Shaq has
Exhausting,
destroyed.
huh?
What?
Exhausting.
Shaq is like the side of your house. For all y'all wondering what it's like, and all y'all want some of the diesel, what it's like to guard the diesel, go out and try to hold up your house. The diesel. Shout to the diesel.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report.
Hey, guys whose toughness may be a little underrated. Hayward attacking with fury.
Mitchell kicks to Korver. It's Crowder on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And where the shot's been coming from tonight, here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Celtics.
And they're among the top-ranked teams in the conference, in large part because of how well-rounded they are at the offensive end. In terms of their shot distribution, their points are coming from just about everywhere. And that's a key component for any elite offense.
Free throw good, Crowder. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And both free throws good from Crowder. And Boston has possession. A 12-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. You look at Jay Crowder, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The Jazz, number 1.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Irving can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Rubio taking his time here. Exum finds Gobert. Here's Korver, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. The Jazz have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Derrick Favors checked in for Jay Crowder. And he makes both free throws.
Kyle Korver, a former late second-round pick. What a career he's had. A first-time All-Star in his 30s. He's just keep getting better.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Exum passes to Gobert. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside for Korver. Here's Exum, down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Korver on the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists in the game.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Now here's Brown. Last game we saw him score 14. And that one drops. Brown's got 6.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Irving against Rubio. There's the dish to Exum. The offensive rebound. Gobert. And it's in there. Gobert's got his first bucket of the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Irving dishes to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Morris. That one a little long. Utah leading by 14. Here's Favors. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority. Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Now here's Brown. Derrick Favors unable to get his shot to go. Tatum on the wing. There's the triple. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And Tatum's become a reliable outside shooter and has a good-looking stroke from deep.
Exum kicks to Gobert. Korver bounce pass. Favors against Morris. Now here's Exum. He's guarded closely. It's hauled in by Brown.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Irving. Averaging about 27 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Now, here is Irving. He had 31 points in the win against Toronto, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tatum against Ingles. And here's Brown outside. That one misses. And Utah the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Favors trying to break free, and the basket by Ingles.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
Rubio against Irving. Morris kicks to Tatum. To the paint, here's Irving. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Irving's got 10.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Rubio finds Gobert. To the inside. Here's Favors. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
That's where a majority of Favors' points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 13. He dishes it to Brown. Pass to Horford. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 5 points in the game.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now, here's Rubio. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Irving passes to Tatum. Horford kicks to Irving. Shoots over Rubio. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And 12 points for Kyrie Irving. Rubio against Irving. Rubio finds Ingles. Misses the 3.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Now Rubio. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Irving with the steal. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And slam dunk by Tatum.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Utah leading by 7. Outside Korver. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. 6 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Morris.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Some changes for Boston. Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris, and Smart subbed in for Brown. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. Irving can't get it to go. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. With the teardrop, Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot blocking master.
Cephalosha's shot is good.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Now, here's Rubio. 9-point game his last outing. Up top, Gobert, guarded by Horford. Here's Cephalosha in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Irving kicks to Horford. Tatum on the wing. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Horford.
How about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
And we want to thank Kevin Garnett for joining us, giving us some perspective. KG is always great, and thank you. You've given us a lot to think about with your comments tonight. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, man, I hope I was able to help, man. You know, thank you for letting me be part of it.
You took over the broadcast.
Not even, man. I'm learning,
you took over the broadcast.
I'm learning from the best, K. Keep doing it, man.
Love you, buddy.
My dude.
And, Steve, one of the things that really stands out about Kevin Garnett, at least to me, is the emotion, the enjoyment, the passion, all of it he brings to the discussion every time we're with him. Just a fun guy to have around.
Boy, he is. I mean, he's one of those guys. He's high energy when he plays, but he's one of those guys off the floor. He brings that same type of passion and energy. He's KG. His motor is always on.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Boston making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Udo's checked in for Utah. Jay Crowder comes in for Joe Ingles. Utah's on defense. They've led by as many as 14 points.
That's why Hayward is a franchise-level player. A guy who can get shots to go despite getting whacked.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Now here's Rubio. He kicks it to Udo. Outside Crowder. Jazz passing it around. They grab their own miss. Was shot by Udo, no good. And there's the foul. It'll go on Udo. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Boston, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He hits the second from the line. Jazz leading by 4.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
Mitchell up top. Three-pointer, Crowder. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz up 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Derrick, big effort in the first half. Did Coach ask you to come out here and really set the tone?
Oh, yeah, I know our coach wanted me to be aggressive, and I came out and I was aggressive.
And it showed on the floor. Thanks, Derrick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points and 1 assist. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
And, Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. They lead by 4. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Clock at 4. Here's Mitchell. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Tatum. The rebound by the Jazz.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night. Celtics trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mitchell outside. Dishes to Rubio. Kicks it to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Up and in on the layup. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving passes to Morris. Al Horford. Outside Tatum. That one wide left.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
And Favors kicks to Ingles. From outside the arc. They get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Derrick Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
And for so long, it seems Derrick Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
And here's Rubio. After the 3-pointer from Al Horford. Gobert dishes to Rubio. And there's the pass to Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all 3 levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
Celtics trail by 10. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, is 3 of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the 2 things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make different choices.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Terrific body control from Kyrie and the showtime finish.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Free throw, good, Irving.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker, obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate.
Now, here's Rubio. Mitchell kicks to Favors. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. Irving can't hit.
Look, he's got all the confidence in the world, but you're trying to go for the big finish. You've got to finish.
Irving against Rubio. Passes to Ingles. Right wing. Clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Gobert. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And it's blocked by Brown, and that one's good by Favors.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Stolen by Mitchell. Over Brown. The rebound by the Celtics. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Tatum. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And when the Celtics traded out of the 1st overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum 1st overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
Now, here's Rubio. Over Irving. Rubio misses. Here's Tatum. Irving passes to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Morris, no good.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Brown's got 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Mitchell outside. Favors in the post. He's covered by Irving, but they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Great job by Favors, really making the defense uncomfortable as he's going up with the shot.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago, but nowadays the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
Celtics making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Now here's Mitchell after Jaylen Brown's miss. And it's Rubio, that time on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Celtics trail by 6. Irving kicks to Tice. Inside, here's Brown, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 11.
And that's where Brown is at his best, a muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now, here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. And it's Korver in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Hayward. Great D that time from Favors.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Here's Mitchell. No good. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Tice. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Stolen by Mitchell. Inside. Outside for Korver. From 13. Gobert finds Favors. Moves back up. And it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And being a part of one of the better draft classes of all time, Steve, I think you would agree, is Donovan Mitchell.
2017 was a deep draft. Featured tremendous talent at the top. Mitchell was a late riser on most people's boards, but still couldn't crack the top 10.
Boston making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Irving. Utah also making some changes. Crowder comes in for Derrick Favors. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kyle Korver. And here's Rubio, following Marcus Morris's 3. Sefolosha passes to Crowder. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Jay Crowder, not the biggest guy, but he's crafty in the painted area, knows how to get his shot.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the free throw, no good. And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is, the one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. My guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Gordon Hayward. Rubio with it. 5 points in the game. In the corner, Crowder with it. Just 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. Morris has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rozier for 3. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Putting up 26 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust. But he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And here's Rubio. After Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. So Rozier will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Morris. Here's Baines, defended by Crowder. Pass to Rozier. The tray. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And stolen by Hayward. He kicks it to Smart. Pulls up for 3. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. That's now 8 points for Marcus Smart.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Count it. Good. Crowder's got 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The feed to Baines. Down low. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Morris.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Now here's Rubio. He has 5. Kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Crowder. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Smart. Passes it to Rozier. Hayward against Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Crowder goes in. That one goes in. Crowder's got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rozier against Rubio. Rubio comes with the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Jazz now. Knocked loose. Jazz leading by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Mitchell. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Smart. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Smart's got 10 points.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second. Finds the open man.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 6. Hayward is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Rozier's out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Rozier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's good from Rozier. And he makes both free throws. Well, Steve, you look at the core of this Jazz team, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, still very, very young.
Mitchell, obviously the youngest, but the Jazz have a good amount of players just entering their prime. The front office has done a great job of identifying talent in the draft and developing it.
Unloads from 13. Outside, Smart. Trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by Udoh. Udoh's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Stolen by Smart. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
This is the elite defense Mitchell provides, and you've got to love how he competes.
Uncovered. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Pass to Ingles. He kicks it to Udoh. Mitchell outside. The dish to Ingles. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Rozier against Mitchell. Rozier the pass to Horford. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And that's 13 points for Al Horford.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
To tie it up, and the jumper falls for him. Smart's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot.
Ingles. Basket good. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
Outside Tatum. Back to Smart to take the lead. It's rebounded by Udoh. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. The 3 from Cephalosha. And Boston with the rebound. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The Celtics making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Derrick Favors checked in for Crowder. Inside. Pulls it up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Boston.
Have to be careful when Favors shows you his shooting form. He is very effective at drawing contact with his pump fake.
And he makes the first.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you know, he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
Horford kicks to Hayward. Irving from long range. That one, no good. And it's Utah the other way. Mitchell outside. Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Mitchell. The pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Another miss by Utah.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. Utah calls timeout.
It was a long and winding road to the NBA for Ingles. Played in Australia, Spain, and Israel. Finally got his chance with the Clippers and then the Jazz in 2014.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
And Steve talking about Ingles. Once he did break in, he more than held his own.
As a rookie, he started 32 games, then kept building on his success, earning his coach's trust. Ultimately, he landed a really nice contract, and he has continued to play well.
Rubio, the pass to Udo. He feeds it to Favors. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. So they take the lead. Irving's got 24.
Like seeing the active hands of Hayward on defense, really using that gigantic wingspan of his to come up with steals.
Irving against Rubio. Kicks to Udo. Ingles against Horford. Here's Rubio. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And Derrick Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Irving dishes to Tatum. To the inside. Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, and give it up for the feed from Horford. He's a playmaker, and you love having a big man show off that kind of vision.
Rubio the pass to Udo. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. A 2-point game. He dishes it to Tatum. Rubio against Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 26 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rubio outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Irving. He gets it in there. Irving's got 16 here in the second half.
I mean, he has great body control. Then you see him finish the drive with contact. Woo! Kyrie is special.
And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. 28 points for him.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
You see why his number's being called dangerous score down the stretch.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Over Mitchell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Morris is checked in for Gordon Hayward.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And with so much emphasis placed on Gobert's defense, some people aren't paying attention to his impact on the offensive end.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Yeah, and when Tatum is scoring this efficiently, it can almost be like an avalanche. He can completely overwhelm defenses with his versatility offensively.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
Irving passes to Tatum. Over Ingles. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Irving against Rubio. And here's Gobert. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. Another miss by Utah.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Rubio against Smart. Rubio finds Ingles. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Utah. Gobert can't hit.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Passes it to Smart. Over Rubio. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Irving. And that's now 18 points for Marcus Smart. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. So it's Utah now, trailing by 13. And here's Sefolosha for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Morris has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Irving against Rubio. Can they get it? Here's Gobert. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
You can't teach size. Rudy Gobert knows he has the advantage inside against just about everyone.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shoots from 12. Irving can't hit. Jazz trail by 11. Inside. Here's Favors. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Morris. And Derrick Favors picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And Boston has possession. Now, here is Irving. Out to Hayward. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Utah shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Favors. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
Smart against Mitchell. Horford, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his fourth assist in this one.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. 15-point game. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Pass to Favors. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Jazz trail by 13. 55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Mitchell against Brown to the paint and stolen by Hayward. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. A pull-up. They get it back. Gobert with the block. And they're able to recover. Here's Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
Rubio, the pass to Mitchell. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Favors is so good at slipping through defenders and jamming misses home.
Irving against Rubio. On the wing, Irving. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.